Alrighty, everyone, welcome here tonight to tonight's coverage of the LSRL Families Fighting Flu Cup Series as we roll into Texas Texas in Dakota, not Texas Motor Speedway, but rolling into the Circuit of the Americas here tonight for the first time for this lead. We'll take this tricky road course and we'll be running 30 laps here this evening. As we get ready to go, practice wrapping up here at Circuit of the Americas. And remember, not Texas Motor Speedway here in Texas. And right here, as we're getting ready to go, let's take a look coming into the night at your point standings. And new at the top of the board, it's going to be Kevin Winter leading them, Joseph Murata and Frost, a second and a third. So let's see who we can talk to here tonight. Let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. Kevin Winter. Hey, Kevin Winter, it's Matt up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth here at Coda. You got a copy on it, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Alrighty, man. You're coming in tonight. You're coming into this race as the points leader. You got a 17-point gap over Joseph Murata. How are you feeling coming to Coda here tonight?
It's we got a bit of a cushion, but not much. Not we haven't put a lot of time into the Circuit of Americas here, and the setup has definitely proven a lot of difficulty getting this thing around the track for us tonight. So, just gonna try to limp around the track the best we can, stay out of trouble, and try to get the best finish we can.
Well, man, best of luck. You come in again. We'll have a break after this, but you come in with a 17-point lead. Best of luck out there tonight at Circuit of the Americas, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, there we have it, Mr. Kevin Winter. And let's see who else we can talk to here. Let's see if we can get a hold of at second place, Joseph Murata. Let's get Joe up here. Hey, Joseph, Matt up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth. Got a copy?
I do, Matt. How's it going tonight?
Doing pretty good, buddy. We come in second in points. You're 17 off of Winter here at Circuit of the Americas. I know I was joking around with you earlier. You're not the biggest road course fan. What do you have to do to minimize your losses here tonight?
You know, I think the biggest thing I have to do is just make sure I keep all four tires on the road tonight, and just try to get a decent finish, maybe a top 5 out of this thing. I know Winter's a little bit quicker than me on the speed charts. Road courses easy to make a quick, easy mistake, and maybe I can capitalize on that. So we'll see what we can do tonight.
Alrighty, man. Good luck, Joe, out there as we get ready to go racing at Coda tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you guys up in the booth tonight, and hope everyone out there is having a good time watching us guys that normally turn left make some right turns. So catch you later.
All right, have fun going left and right, brother.
10-4.
All right, as we get ready to go, we're qualifying here from Coda here tonight. Again, it's going to be interesting for all the guys out there and what they try to do here racing at the road course tonight. When it's about that time, folks, we're going to go qualifying here. And let's take a look here as we get rid of our point standings here. Y'all figured out where everybody was at. They got 9 minutes. But at this place, that's not a ton of time. And a new face to this field here tonight, Derek M. Garrison. Well, you've heard that name before, haven't you? Of course, over on Saturday nights, he runs in that league and has been dominant. We'll see what he can do here tonight. But right now, qualifying underway, and we're taking a look at points, or T2 in points. Joseph Murata in the Family's Fighting Flu number 5. Taking it pretty easy here at Coda. Now, forgive me. Probably going to get lost here tonight, to be honest, with where we're at. But you're seeing Joseph Murata right there in the S's, trying to work his way through. This is the front portion of the racetrack here tonight. Everybody, it'll take them a while to get up to speed, get their lap going. But again, we will be working our way through this one this evening together. Brand new road course for all of us here. First time I broadcasted at Coda as well. So I'm looking forward to it. And you guys got to let me know how the stream looks out there in land if you can. here at Coda. So, Murata right there coming around, getting ready, or working on, excuse me, working his way through, I think, to the front straightaway here in a moment. And yep, you see the final couple of corners coming up. And again, here at this place, purpose built for F1. Tonight we're going to take these big, heavy stock cars around it. Place was purpose built for the F1 league or series, the Grand Prix here of Houston, and well, it's going to be interesting taking these big, heavy stock cars around it all night long, and still working everybody up to speed. See Gonez right there, Gonez coming up the hill front straightaway to get his first timed lap, I believe, underway here tonight. That is Dylan Gonez right there. Big hard time into the brakes here. Top of the hill. He'll make the left-hand turn in the 27 machine. Dylan Gonez there in that Ford Mustang. And you gotta watch as you're creeping your way around through here. Dylan Gonez there in that 27 right now. Let's hop on board with Dylan Gonez if we can. That's exactly what we're going to do here at Coda Raceway tonight. Dylan Gonez right there in the 27. So Gonez working his way through. Doing a pretty good job right now. And excuse me, he is now making that turn onto the front straightaway. There we go. Gonez onto the front straightaway. He'll head up the hill. You see it right there. Crosses the stripe. I think it would have been a little really neat if we'd done a standing start here tonight and used the F1 lights. Maybe we'll do that next time we come here. Maybe that's an ideal. So nobody turned in a lap time yet. Very big racetrack. I think it's something like 3 miles in length is this place at Coda. And for reference, we've only got 5 minutes left in quality. And we are still working our way around here at Coda in the road course. Starting to think I should probably have gotten Rachel up here with me tonight, to be honest. But the 00 of Daniel there working his way through that STP 00 100 machine. And still yet nobody has technically turned a lap time here. Taking a look at Joseph Murata there in the Families Fighting Flu number 5 machine. And again, folks, I'm going to do the best I can to guide you through tonight, the best to my ability here. Again, I regrettably, let's put it that way, don't know this road course as well as what I technically should. But, that being said, we're going to try to figure it out here. Everybody work together. That's the plan tonight. So as we find our way through here, now time's coming on the board. And looking at Joseph Murata, right now de facto P2. He's 10 seconds off of Cameron Hearn, but nobody else has turned a lap here at the road course here tonight. Nobody else's lap has counted. So if it stands the way it is right now, Joseph Murata would actually start second. Now Kevin Winter up there getting a good start here, 2:23. Cameron Hearn on it here tonight. At least 2 to 3 seconds faster. Everybody, what are you doing, Cameron? Cameron Hearn. Let's get Cameron up here. I gotta call him out on this.
That's it.
Hey, Cameron Hearn, Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Are you really trying to show everybody up so bad that you're driving the course in reverse?
Well, I spun out not on purpose, and now I'm just doing the scenic route.
Well, man, keep going. We'll get you a lap time when you get around here. Oh,
Yeah.
you about ran off the
Right. I
racetrack there.
know. I'm 25 seconds behind right now.
10-4, buddy. We'll let you go. Good luck here tonight. Congratulations on the pole.
Nope, I didn't get it. Dylan got me by a 10th again.
Ah, dang on it, Dylan.
Yeah. You jinxed me. Maybe if one drive around backwards, I had a chance.
All righty, man. Good luck, Cameron.
Thank you.
Well, as Dylan jinxed me here, go grab Dylan Gonez. Hey, Dylan Gonez, Matt up in the booth.
What's going on?
Well, I was down there doing the poll winning interview with Mr. Cameron Hearn, and then you come through and sniped it. Great job, bud.
Thanks. I'm just finishing. Oh, I don't even know. I'm just doing my second lap right now.
Well, good luck here, buddy, and congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Mr. Gonez there. Everybody getting ready to go here. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Dylan Gonez right there in the 27 right now on the pole as it stands here at Coda. So Gonez on the pole in that number 27 Ford Mustang. If it stands the way it is right now, and again, these road courses something different for all of us here tonight. As we get ready to go once again, and folks, you can interact with me here on YouTube. Any questions you might have, you can send them my way here with the LSRL Family Fighting Flu Cup Series from the Circuit of the Americas here tonight. And we've got about 1 minute and 21 now seconds remaining. So they fight through 1 minute and 12 seconds now on the board left in this one. Dylan Gonez out front, Cameron Hearn there as well. But he's pretty much stopped. Andrew on pit road. Adam right here is still going at it in the 77 machine. Working his way through. Looks to be the S's here at the Circuit of the Americas. We work our way through. Actually, that 77 car headed right here into that final corner for himself. So right now as we run, oh man, Adam right there in that 77 machine, going to work his way through. Adam up the front straight away here. Joseph Murata, 4 cars technically taking time right now. And that's the way it sets at the moment. So that's going to do it here. Dylan Gonez officially going to grab your pole here tonight. A little rough on qualifying here. Here we go. Here is your starting grid here from Coda. Everybody right there lining up on the front straightaway. Again, shame that we're not using the actual how I say it, lights here tonight. I kind of wish we was. But as everybody lines up here, are we using the lights? I don't see a pace car. Folks, I think we're using the lights. Let's get through the grid right quick. Row number 1, Dylan Gonez, Cameron Hearn. Row number 2, Kevin Winther alongside Joseph Murata. Row number 3, Adam Brady Landon. Row number 4, it's going to be Jason Clark, Aaron Hearn, Jeffrey Converse, Mike. Row number 6, Derek Garrison and Craig. Row number 7, Andrew and Frost. And row number 8, Daniel. And I think we are using the lights because I do not see a pace car in sight. So this should be fun. Come on, F1. So we're going to use a F1 style start here. As you see it right there, I do believe pace car is not on the racetrack. So that is exactly what we're going to do here from Circuit of the Americas. Here we go. Field getting ready to go green. Here at the Circuit of the Americas for the LSRL Lightspeed Family Fighting Flu Cup Series. And we are green and underway from Circuit of the Americas. Great start for the 78 machine. Great jump with the lights off. Good job into turn one. Everybody working their way through. That's actually the 11 out front. Kevin Winter got the better start of everybody else here. What a start for Kevin Winter as they work their way through the S's for the first time tonight. Lap number 1 of 30. Gomez falls to second on the start. Didn't get the best start. Cameron Hearn in third. Murata fourth. Landon fifth. As they work their way up the hill here and to the left-hander. And right now Kevin Winter holds the lead. Dylan Gomez trying to close in on second. Gomez, great run down the hill here. He'll be to the inside. New race leader. Dylan Gomez going to get it back from Kevin Winter. Cameron Hearn to third. Joseph Murata to fourth. Fifth right now Landon and Aaron Hearn back here as well. Craig and everybody working their way through. Again, lap 1 of 30 here tonight at the Circuit of the Americas. Gomez out front and side by side behind him. It's going to be back here with Derek M. Garrison. Back here in the 8th. A little off the pace right now in 10th. Jeffrey Converse right behind him in 11th. And everybody hard on the brakes here. And nice and easy does it. Converse taking it to the bottom of Garrison. Had to grab a handful of brake. Couldn't make it work. Meanwhile, still out front, Dylan Gomez. Coming to the end of lap number 1, Cameron Hearn in second. Third, Kevin Winter back here. Fourth, Jesse Murata. And this is the way they run right now down through these set of corners. It's the 156 Landon right there. Fourth, Landon out of shape. He'll go through the grass. Give up a couple of spots here. Coming back to the front straightaway. Man, oh man, what a fighting first lap we've had. As Dylan Gomez is going to take the left-hander that should about set him up for the front straightaway once again. Dylan Gomez out front here at Circuit of the Americas. Early on tonight, Cameron Hearn and Kevin Winter back there as well. As we all fight through here at Circuit of the Americas, getting this one underway tonight. Gomez out in front, leads the way in the 27 machine. Dylan Gomez continuing to lead here. That Lamb of God, number 27, up in front of the field. Cameron Hearn right there in second. Hearn, they're closing in that John Deere machine to the back bumper of Dylan Gomez here on at lap 2. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Working our way through. Big move. There you have it. Gomez made a mistake. Here comes Hearn. Hearn and Gomez side by side. Cameron Hearn taking advantage. New race leader Cameron Hearn here at COTA. Hearn to the race lead here at COTA. He'll take the left-hander. Nice job, and he'll make it work. Out in front, Cameron Hearn leads. Aaron Hearn in the top 5 as well, along with Adam. That's your top 6 at the moment here at COTA. But Cameron Hearn leads the way. Coming to lap number 3. He's going to have Dylan Gomez all over that back bumper. Gomez fighting through here tonight at Circuit of the Americas. Field working their way through nice and slow here. Back around to the front straightaway. And again, lap number 3 will go on the board with the new race leader of Cameron Hearn. No surprise there. Hearn running well here at COTA tonight. Through the final corner here. Hearn a little wide. Gomez able to cut it a bit lower. Gomez and Hearn up the hill into turn 1. Who's going to get there first? trouble behind them. Trouble behind them right there, but they'll hang on. And Gonez back to the front at the top of the hill. So Gonez able to get back under Hearn. Hearn going to try to cross over. Again, folks, we're only lap 3 of 30 complete here tonight at Coda. Keep that in mind. It has been a crazy night so far here at Coda. Cameron Hearn and Dylan Gonez battling it out at the front of the field. Dylan Gonez are in that number 27 machine. Checking comments right quick. Hi Andrew, I see you there in chat. How are you? As Gonez is out in the front. As we fight through 3 of 30 complete here tonight. Actually trying to get us some information pulled up here about the circuit of the Americas here. For myself right fast. Guys doing a heck of a job right now. As Hearn and Gonez has pulled out away from the field at the moment. And continuing to do just that, and that is stay up front here tonight. So back in the field a little ways, you're also going to have Joseph Murata, Adam back here in a bit of a scrimmage with Derek M. Garrison on the back bumper of Aaron Hearn, and Derek Garrison moves his way into the top 6 here tonight. Derek M. Garrison on the inside, outside Aaron Hearn. Aaron Hearn will lose a spot as they head into the final corners here for lap number 3. Meanwhile, there is Gonez out front, past the stripe once again. Lap number 4 on the board of 30 here tonight. Last lap time there for Dylan Gonez, 2:21. And 2:22 for Cameron Hearn, respectfully. And those two by far the class of the field here at Circuit of the Americas here tonight. These guys pushing it pretty hard through the S's right there. But Gonez leads over Hearn. On board there with Dylan Gonez, Cameron Hearn right there behind him. These guys putting on a show here tonight if I've ever seen one. Alright, continuing right now. Gonez out front. Hearn still in second. Lap number 5 on the board. Kevin Winter right there as well. Joseph Murata back here in 4th. Adam in 5th. Derek M. Garrison 6th. Aaron Hearn 7th. Craig 8th. 9th is Frost, 10th is Dangle right now, Landon in 11th. 4 of the 30 laps complete. And Landon having some issues back here trying to get the car back on course. Meanwhile, your race leaders up in front, working their way through, straightening the cars back up. And I tell you what, Dylan Gonez just cannot get away from that John Deere Cameron Hearn at all. Those two are all but nose to tail right now. 5 of 30 on the board here tonight. Of 30 on the board. It's going to be Gonez, Hearn, Winter, Murata. Winter trying to stay in the top 3 here, but that gap 16 seconds. These race leaders back down the front straightaway once again. You take a look here at Mr. Aaron Hearn and Derek M. Garrison right here in that 6th and 7th positions, having a good run here tonight as well. These cars really doing a heck of a job managing here tonight. It's hard on these drivers coming to a place like Circuit of the Americas. 5 of 30 this time by. Man, oh man, this is actually turning into a good race here tonight as Gomez, Hearn, and Winter fight through. You see him working through right now through the S's is Kevin Winter. You see Gomez coming through there. And some of these auto cams coming down the hill at you right now. And these guys putting a heck of a show on. And they still run up the hill. Drone camera right there with them. Side by side. And you see Cameron easing by Gomez there. Dylan Gomez falling back to second. Again, lap number 6 coming up hard on the brakes here. You see that 67 John Deere machine leading up the hill once again here at Coda. So they continue to run. A little wide there went Hearn. You got to watch him not get an off track there. Sliding out that wide like that. Hearn and Gomez down into the corner once again, hard on the brake. Derek M. Garrison behind Adam Brady right here. Hearn back out in front. Cameron Hearn in front of Dylan Gomez right now as they come to complete lap number 5 again. Competition caution tonight at lap number 10 here this evening. Alright folks, we're going to go crank it up for a lap here from Circuit of the Americas. And I'll be back here with you in a moment on Extreme Sim TV. Alright, 7 on the board this time by 30. Here tonight, crossing the stripe this time by. Put 7 on the board. Here tonight at Coda. Again, competition caution at lap number 10 of this 30 lap event. Car sideways up front and still on Gomez. And he'll hang on to it. Great battle back here from Eric and Garrison. And Aaron Hearn coming on the front straight away on this time by. Those two nose to tail deep in the pack right now. continuing to run here at Coda. Aaron Hearn and Derek M. Garrison right now. Derek M. Garrison makes the move. 77 kind of slowed Aaron Hearn up a little bit there. Aaron had to catch up for him, and Mr. Derek M. Garrison able to get by. Then is Mr. Brady in the next Joseph Marana in the top 10, but a little better than what he thought he was going to do here tonight. So far inside the top 10. We're still in the Gomez leads Cameron Hearn right now. Up in the front of this field. Adam right there in that 77 got slowed up. Here comes the 5 beside of him. Double file around this place right now. And everybody keeping it pretty clean. Is everybody on the racetrack right now. Hard up on the brakes. You see the car rolling by. And man, what a night it's been so far. So a great night here at Coda Raceway so far tonight. These cars continuing to work their way through lap number 8 of 30 complete this time by. Eight of 30 in the books this time by. Out front, we'll check in with your leaders. Going to be Cameron Hearn leading with 24 laps to go from Coda. Hearn out front, a couple more behind him, battling it out as well. Down the front straightaway again, across the stripe. Cameron Hearn, Dylan Gonez up front. 8 of 30 complete here tonight at Circuit of the Americas. Going to be Cameron Hearn leading, Dylan Gonez in second. Both these cars in their own league here tonight with a 14-second lead over everyone else. Kevin Winter pretty comfortably in third. Then you're going to have Mr. Derek M. Garrison, Aaron Hearn, and Adam and Aaron Hearn with a problem. Something wrong with Aaron Hearn here. Possibly a slowdown penalty. Going to cost him some time. He'll drop to 8th and battle up in front of them. Adam into the top 5. Good move there for him. He'll get in front of Joseph Murata. He's got a clear Murata. Now into the top 5 is Adam Brady right there in the 77 Ford Mustang. Back to the gases once again. The LSRL family's fighting a Flu Cup series in the top 8 in 8 laps into this 30-lap affair tonight. There's some Murata right there in 6th. There's a Murata in the number 5 machine. Now in 6th right here. So we're about 1 lap away from our competition caution here tonight at the Circuit of the Americas. Almost 9 laps into this thing, and it's Cameron Hearn leading. Dylan Gonez still in a second. 9 on the board this time by. As we fight through lap number 8 here. Up front, Cameron Hearn leads. Hearn leads. Gonez second. Winter third. That's your top 3. Merton Garrison 4th. Murata 5th. Adam 6th right now. And Murata right there with Adam. Nice little battle between those two. And still side by side as they run right now. Joseph Murata kind of surprising me. He's about back into the top 5 in that 5 machine here at the competition caution. Cameron Hearn up in front. You see Hearn 1 lap to go until that caution for that John Deere machine, leading with Dylan Gonez there in second. Kevin Winter back to third, 17 seconds off. Cameron Hearn, man, doing a great job keeping that car under him through this first run. And we'll wait for the admins to put the yellow out once they cross the stripe. Here comes Dylan Grodez, big run, trying to arc that car a little bit to get under Mr. Dylan Gonez, or Mr. Cameron Hearn. Can't do it. Coming down lap number 10 on the board this time by. Kevin Winter back here. Dylan Gonez in second. Gonez to the bottom. Late stage pass. And look at Gonez to the race lead. Dylan Gonez, great job. Here comes Hearn trying to fight back. Side by side, just about at one car off behind him. It's not going to matter here. Coming to the stage break right here. Hearn and Gonez side by side through the final sets of corners. It looks like that 27 is going to stay in front of Hearn. Down the front straightaway, Hearn dives out. Or down into the S's, excuse me, leading to the front straightaway. Hearn all over the back of Gonez. Gonez trying to hold him off right now. And everybody fighting their way through. 9 of 30 complete here tonight. Can Mr. Gonez lead to the competition caution? He's 1 corner away. Hearn drives it in deep. Gonez overdrives it. Side by side, coming to the start-finish line here. And they're it even. Here they go at the stripe. It's going to be, give it to Hearn. Cameron Hearn, great job. He'll take the spot into 1. Now we're just waiting to see how long they run. Cameron Hearn and Dylan Gonez giving a good battle up front. Can complete this time by. And this time Hearn going to start to pull way downhill, down through the S's here. At Circuit of the Americas, as Cameron Hearn leads, Dylan Gonez in second. Under the Pirelli Bridge that time by, it's Cameron Hearn out in front. Dylan Gonez right behind him. Now working their way through, back uphill once again. Hearn out in front of Gonez. Hearn leads. Easing their way through here at Circuit of the Americas. Eric M. Garrison back here as well, all by himself. Aaron Hearn back here, and Adam Joseph Murata has slipped to 7th. Murata has slipped back to 7th here. But coming through the sets of corners leading to the front straightaway, going to be Cameron Hearn and Dylan Gonez. First and second here with lap number 11 set to go on the board. Easing their way through right now. It is going to be Cameron Hearn leading the way here from Circuit of the Americas. Hearn leads. Gonez second. Hearn and Gonez out front going at it right now. 11 on the board. Fighting their way into the final sets of corners, and look at that, the 67 overdriving into Cameron Hearn just a bit. He'll overdrive the corner, but he'll get it straightened back out. Coming to lap number 11, here comes Gonez looking to the bottom, and we'll have 20 to go, and yellow flag is displayed, the end of their stage, and give it to Cameron Hearn here tonight. Alright, folks, we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back here from Circuit of the Americas in a moment. Alright, well, let's get a in-race interview there with your race leader, Cameron Hearn, right now as they finally caught the racing course of a pace car. Hey, Mr. Cameron Hearn, you got a copy. Alrighty, man, well, you're crazy, leading this crazy race so far, man. What's it like out there driving that place? Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, even on my end with the cameras, it's really hard to tell what corner you're in with all this elevation change. Alrighty, Mr. Cameron, good luck out front in that John Deere machine the rest of the way. Alright, well, there we have it as we get ready to go. Let's grab Dylan. Hey, Dylan, it's Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy? Well, it's been a heck of a race to watch, man. I tell you what, this place has got so many elevation changes, I forget where we're at. Yeah, man, it's just such a big racetrack and so many corners. It's really hard to really memorize everything. Yeah, 4, buddy. When we get to restart, it should be around 15 to go. You think you got enough to get up there and get Cameron Hearn? Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck going forward, Mr. Dylan Gonez, buddy. Congratulations on a great run so far.
Thank you.
Well, there we go in this halfway break here. And, well, not halfway, but little break here that we got going on in the action here at Circuit of the Americas for the LSRL Families Fighting a Flu Cup Series. Again, we'll be going on to break here after this race. It'll be a 2-week break, and then we'll be right back in action. But right now, we got to finish this one out here at Circuit of the Americas tonight. And what has been a really hectic, interesting race here from COTA tonight. Man, oh man, what a fight it has been here tonight so far. And as we run right now, we continue to work our way through this one. And again, yellow came out on lap number 10 here tonight, giving everybody a chance to regroup, get called up, probably come to pit road here, take tires. And ooh, that 67 they have just about got a pit road commitment violation. Everybody coming down here, you see the flagman waving that yellow flag here tonight. So we're going to come down and take 4 tires and fuel here this evening. Cars headed to pit road here at Circuit of the Americas. And everybody nice and easy into their stall. Gonez coming in. 1 more coming in as well. 4 tires and fuel with what should be 17 to go when we get this thing back underway. Hearn beats everybody off pit road. Great job there, beating everybody off pit road here. And Winter actually picking up second over Gonez. Gonez drops to 3rd here during this pit cycle. And everybody getting now caught back up to the iRacing pace car. Again's fun race so far tonight. Folks, I'll be back in the booth in a moment for the restart here from COTA. All right, back underway here at Circuit of the Americas. Cameron Hearn leads here after the restart with 17 laps to go. Cameron Hearn out front leading the way, but he's got a battle here. Dylan Gonez gonna grab it. Dylan Gonez there in the 27 will grab it away from Cameron Hearn right now. And look right there, Kevin Winter on the back bumper of both of those cars as well at the front of the field. Again, it'll be 16 to go when they cross the stripe this time by Kevin Winter in third in that Budweiser machine. Right now, Gonez leads You're going to have Mr. Hearn in second, Dylan Gomez out front. Hearn in P2. Winter third. Adam fourth. Aaron fifth. And there's the 91 of Aaron Hearn with Joseph Marana and a little Frost back here. In seventh, Derek M. Garrison in eighth. Up front, Dylan Gomez leads the way right now here from Circuit of the Americas, and a little bit of side-by-side racing there as well. As they fight through. And looks like we got a special guest up here tonight, Mr. Ronald Klein. How you doing, buddy?
Doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. Heck of a race here at Circuit of the Americas. I'm actually a little surprised. It's good racing, but man, this is an odd racetrack for these cars.
Yeah, we kind of went through that on Wednesday night. We were at Circuit de Villeneuve. What, I can't even pronounce it, but anyways, we were at the circuit of whatever, and Dylan Gonis and Cameron Hearn were going to have a battle there, and Cameron Hearn had some trouble, and I just tuned in and saw that there's a battle between the two of them here. Definitely interesting to see maybe a back-to-back road course wins for that number 27.
Yeah, that is a very real possibility. It seems like he's very good no matter what road course you throw at him. I talked to him a little bit earlier about that, and he was talking about, you know, this is one of the things he loves to do is come road course racing. But I'll tell you what, I didn't know how Circuit of the Americas would play out for these guys, but they're putting on a heck of a show right now. But don't sleep on Winter. Winter's sitting right there in third. He's staying with them after this restart.
Kevin Winter's always been pretty strong no matter where you go, and at some of the road courses, he is really tough to beat.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You look at it here, and you say, you know, what is it going to take for somebody to get up there and deal with Hearn? Is actually Hearn is going to jump over on Gomez, so they're going to fight back at it again. But if you're going to get up there and deal with Cameron Hearn and Dylan Gomez, I think the only person here that might be able to do it would be Kevin Winter.
I think I would agree. I'm looking through the field to see who all made the race tonight. Adam Brady had a pretty good run on Wednesday night. Seems like he's running in fourth currently right now, and then from there on back, I don't think that there's going to be much of a challenge mounted from the rest of the competitors, but it's going to be interesting here to see what Dylan does.
Yeah, and you know, you look at the lap times. The last time by, Dylan Gomez ran a 27 flat, 227 to a 227.7 from Cameron. So Dylan kind of starting to pull away a bit. But every time he does, that happens. And look at Cameron Hearn make the dive. Boy, he just drove that car into the final turn there, Ronald, and nearly got into the side of Gomez, but it's going to cost him down the front straightaway.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Looks like Kevin Winter had a chance to possibly pull out beside him. Looked like he had a run there, but the run kind of fades, and Gonis goes back out into the front, and Cameron Hearn falls back into the second position. Kevin Winter in third. Might be a battle for second here if these two continue fighting and Gonis just runs clean laps.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I don't know if you caught the beginning of this race, but they kind of started F1 style with a standing start. And one of the cars I noticed from that was Kevin Winter that was able to really take advantage of that. And what that tells me is he's really good with throttle control, right? If you can do a standing start in these cars, you're really good at throttle control. And I'm wondering if this race wears on, if maybe tires can come into enough of an issue that he might be able to get up there and get by Hearn and Gomez.
I think that Kevin Winter is probably one of the most talented drivers when it comes not only to throttle control but brake control as well. He can break in deeper than any other driver that I've ever driven against. It's pretty impressive to run side by side with him.
Yeah, and you take a look right behind them. We got another battle. It's Aaron Hearn and Adam. They're putting up a fight for fourth right now as we come to 15 to go here tonight. from Coda. Actually coming to 14 to go, and behind them is Derek M. And we got cars off here. That was going to be Adam and Aaron getting together and making a little bit of contact there, went off wide. And Derek M. Garrison right there in the mix as well. And I want to put a spotlight here on Garrison as well. Don't sleep on him. Over in my other league that runs tomorrow night, he's won like 9 out of the, I think, 12 races they've ran, Ronald. So I know he's good, but not very strong on a road course from what I can tell here and from that league as well. So, you know, if he stays and we go oval racing, that's going to be another car you're going to have to look out for.
91 keeps taking these very wide corners, and surprised that it's not tearing the car up, or that there's not an X limit to prevent him from doing that. Just something I noticed, that he's really going wide on some of these turns.
Yeah, he's turning the car in like it's a GTE or GT3, the way you would turn it here. The problem is, Ronald, that car is too heavy for that, and it's just causing him to go wide just by the angle at which he's turning the car in. So you're right. I mean, I don't think we have an X limit here tonight, but you know, you got to kind of wonder how many is he racking up there. And not only that, I know Circuit of the Americas too, you got to be careful about slowdown penalties as well. But out front, the two Long Rangers back at it again, Gomez and Hearn. Going away, 3.3 second gap over Winter right now with 14 laps to go here. We come to 13 this time by. And I tell you what, I'm thinking Dylan Gomez, if he don't burn those rear tires off, he may have a shot at the win here tonight.
Well, I just saw Cameron Hearn come off that last corner, and he got it a little sideways, so he's pushing hard. He is trying everything that he can. And he got a little bit off track there as well. So he's pushing hard to get to that 27 and try to keep it close.
Yeah, I'm right on board with him right now. And it's something I'm noticing watching these two. You know, he's pushing hard, but both of them are taking very wide entries in the narrow middle to exit, right? And you talked about that a while ago with the 91. Versus him, he was taking the exit way wide and the entry way narrow. Right, so I think this is where these two are doing so well, is they're widening out their entry, but keeping that exit pretty straight. And see what you're talking about there. Tell you what, Cameron's really trying to everything he can to get the Gonaz. So
he's gonna have a little run on him here.
Yeah, he is. He's got a run, but oh boy. This could be big, Ronald. Nope, Cameron's going to think better of it and brake a little bit early. I think Gomez is going to have the line here downhill, and Gomez is going to manage to hang on right now. So we know these two are putting up a fight up front. How big do you think a win here tonight is? We know we're going into this winter break situation, holiday break. The momentum you can get from getting a win here tonight to carry over, man, that could be huge when we come back.
I have not looked at the points recently for the Cup Series, but I think Cameron Hearn's probably going to be the points leader, just judging by some of the races that I saw, but I could be wrong. For Cameron, winning or even placing second just continues his season. I don't think it really adds much or takes anything away from anything, whether he wins or finishes second place. For Dylan, I think it just solidifies. I talked to him Tuesday night, and he said he enjoyed these races, road course racing, so much. So just solidifies that he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Not sure where he is in the point standings, but I would think that this will propel him a little ways forward. Not sure what all bonus points they give, but probably leading a lap, maybe leading most laps, and then for the win. So sure, he'd get a good chunk of points, bonus points and that might propel him up in the point standings.
Well, if you take a look right quick as I came in tonight, Cameron Hearn was 5th in the points actually, and Dylan wasn't even, that I see, within the top 13 that I can tell. So both these cars could definitely use it. I'm kind of surprised Cameron Hearn 5th in points, man. Who would have thought that?
I definitely would not have, because Cameron runs very strong. So, but I don't always catch these races on Friday nights, and I don't always get a chance to see. But on Wednesday night, he has been super, super strong.
Well, from what I can remember, all year he's been strong here. Just different things costing him finishing positions. And as you know, finishing, that's what counts the most.
For sure. You can take off and lead 2/3 of the race and then make a mistake and give it away at the end, or have, a bad enough mistake where you finish 20th or whatever and really cost yourself a lot of points.
On the flip side of that coin there, Ronald, you take a look at Joseph Murata coming in as your points leader. He told me before tonight he was terrified about what he would lose here. Well, he's doing exactly what he needed to do, right? He's coming in here, he's running 6th, he's not having a horrible race, and like we said, you get up there, you finish consistently, that's how you win championships.
My approach to road courses, because I'm just not a road course guy, is just drive the car. Don't overdrive it. Don't try to drive faster. Don't try to keep, like the 7070 just passed, right?
Yeah.
Don't try to hold him off. Just run your line, stay comfortable, do what you've been doing to keep yourself where you are. Let somebody else make mistakes. And the last couple of road races that I've run, I've actually finished top 10 in both races by doing just that. Just run my race, make no mistakes, let everybody else make mistakes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And look what we're talking about right here, and it's going to cost him. Oh, that's what you just said. Don't try to hold him up, and look what happened, contact. But the mindset that you're talking about is the same type of mindset that you would take, if you were going to run the Daytona 24-hour in January coming up. You just race the racetrack, not your competitors.
Yes, for most teams, that is absolutely what you do at the Daytona 24. There are, however, some teams out there that they are going to go out there and run as hard as they can every single lap because they are that good. And when we ran the 24, we were in a split with a team that was able to do that. I mean, they were just ridiculous. So, and that's kind of like, if you had drivers like Dylan and Cameron in your car, every single driver had the capability and the ability to drive like Dylan and Cameron are right now, and even Kevin Winter. If you did that and you went out and you ran for 24 hours and dealt with cars in a smart way and ran these just consistent fast laps, that's the kind of thing that some teams do. I don't do that. I did exactly what you said. I just try to keep the car in one piece, don't get any extra damage or any damage whatsoever while I'm out there, and have the
easiest
I was actually fortunate. I drove more last year than I was originally intended to because one of the drivers didn't show up, and I was in the car, so I drove a little extra. So it's kind of funny because during that you can actually look at the breakdown, and you can look at the, basically the driving time that you had, and basically who had the average fastest laps based off the fact, like, when I got in the car, there was no damage. When I got out of the car, there was no damage. And I didn't have to go down pit road and get any damage repaired. I actually had the lowest average lap time with the team that I ran because I got lucky enough that I didn't have any damage when I got in the car. I didn't damage the car. I just went out there and I ran nice, consistent, laps, maybe about a second and a half or so behind some of our fastest guys, and just kept the car in good, clean position like Dylan and Cameron and Kevin are doing, and what Joseph was doing. I know he got a little bit of contact there, but just by running a nice, clean, consistent race, I think Joseph can easily bring this home in fifth position here.
Yeah, I think so. And you take a look at him now, he's got the gap back over at him a little bit, so the gap is definitely there for him to kind of ride in his spot. And we're almost, folks, to the last 10 laps of this race. And normally that would go by in a hurry, but here at Coda, you're looking at an average lap time of 2 minutes 21 seconds. So a lot of racing yet to go. And Cameron Hearn definitely still in the strike zone behind Dylan Gonez right now. Well, Ronald, we're coming up to this break for the LSRL League in a whole as far as Xfinity and Cup. What have you thought here over the first 11 weeks of action or so? You think this playoff in both series is going to be kind of tight coming down to the end when we get towards the championship race?
I don't really know. I don't really think it's going to be very tight on who gets in and who's not going to get in much on the Xfinity side. The Cup side might be a little bit tighter. I'm going to be more interested after the chase starts to see who the 12 drivers are, how far they're spaced apart based off their bonus points, and how far they decide to separate them based off position.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see here when we get down to it a little bit later on in the year. And as we work our way through, what's unique here coming up in the next couple of weeks? Not only this series, but multiple series off for a couple of weeks. So your opinion, I know you run Tuesday night. Y'all guys are on most of the way here through the holidays. I think we got 1 week off. But with the throwback series, how hard is it on a driver like yourself to go into a cold break like this and then try to come back?
It used to be not a real big deal, but here lately it's been worse. The more time that I take off, the more difficulty I'm having out there on the track. So luckily we do race once next week. We're racing next Saturday, so we do have one race, thankfully. So that'll be good, but I don't think in the middle of the season that break sometimes, everybody says they want a break, but at the same time, I don't think people really want that break because of what you lose during that week.
Yeah, and it's the same way for me. Like, I'm a driver too. I have the same thing happen. And honestly, guys, it's the same way as broadcasting. You get in a rhythm just like the drivers do, and you come off a cold break like this, and it makes it challenging on multiple levels for everybody. And that is why this race right here is so important for these guys to go into this break with a bit of momentum on their hands.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it's happened multiple times. 2 times that I was kind of paying attention, Brandon Thornhill swept, I think it was Rockingham, the week of Rockingham, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he did.
Dylan Gomez might, he's got a chance to sweep the week. It won't be at one track because you're at a different track than we were on Wednesday, but he'll be able to sweep the week of road courses if he can continue this battle with Cameron Hearn and come out on top.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting to see as we close in here, which should be 8 laps to go. This time by Cameron Hearn, Kevin Winter, Derek M. Garrison, everybody third on back. They're out of it right now. They're 15 plus seconds back. So it's really a 2-car race. And like you were saying, can Gonez somehow keep in front of Cameron Hearn over the next 9 laps? And I don't know, I didn't catch much of Circuit Gilles Villeneuve on Wednesday. But from what I understand, there was some beating and banging going on there. And will we see it here at the end of this one? Maybe Hearn can get up there in one of these slow corners, apply a little bit of bumper, and move Mr. Gonez up out of the way. We'll have to wait and see. It's road course racing. We've seen it before, and I'm sure we'll see it again. and these guys up front working their way through. So what do you think? You watched a couple of laps here. What do you think of COTA as a racetrack as a whole here?
This is actually the first time that I've seen it. I don't even actually own the track, so it's an interesting racetrack. That this big uphill climb that they go through, and then that tight 180 degree
Turn one,
turn.
yeah.
Turn one, turn back there. That's pretty interesting. And then this big, downhill sweep to the right, almost a 90 degree there. There's a lot of speed, and you got to really know what you're doing, because I think I'd probably wreck 10 or 15 times the first time trying to get around this track.
Well, the track was purposely designed for F1, and here we are taking these big old blocky stock cars around it. I don't think that's what they had in mind whenever they designed this race course, but as we say that, guess who's here? It's going to be Cameron Hearn trying to find a way around Dylan Gonez up front. Coming to 7 laps to go here, Ronald, coming down to it. Man, I think we're going to have a battle on our hands here at the very end.
Yeah, I've seen Dylan struggle to get through a couple of corners, and that's allowing Cameron to pull up slightly. So it seems to me like Cameron's a little bit stronger at the end of this run. I think Dylan may have used up his tires.
Yeah, it looks like Cameron's just a skosh stronger. Not by a ton, but definitely enough to make Dylan worry here in that number 27 machine. It's going to be interesting as we close down on the end of this one. And, Dylan overdrove it, but so did Cameron. Both cars, both drivers, overdriving that corner here, coming into the final sets of corners as we get ready to come back to the front straightaway. That actually let Dylan open up the gap here about 0.2 of a second. So again, these two cars now separated by a little bit. Now Dylan Gonez, he just needs to not make a mistake here. Keep the car on track. Keep Cameron Hearn at bay up on the rumble strips. And you have no clue, guys at home, how hard it is to brake these cars when you're up on a rumble strip like that. It literally wants to break traction on the brakes. As we come to turn number 1. Dylan Gonez, Cameron Hearn out front. Hearn gonna miss one a little bit, but Gonez did as well. With just 7 laps to go here from Circuit of the Americas. Well, if you take a look back, Ronald, 4th position, the car I pointed out earlier, Mr. Derek M. Garrison, right there in the top 5 here at COTA.
He seems to be doing a good job. He's got a nice little gap between himself and Kevin Winter in the front of him and Joseph Murata behind him. So I think, there's still plenty of time. Kevin Winter seemed like he's falling off a little bit. So there's a chance that he could actually potentially move up into a podium spot. And Joseph Murata still just running a good race back there. Might find himself, solidly in the top 5 here, as actually he's about to get challenged for that 5th position.
Yeah, and that's Aaron Hearn right there with him. Let's see what Aaron can do. Now, Aaron here over the last couple of weeks, and I've noticed this, starting to step out of Cameron's shadow just a little bit. Aaron really putting together some good runs. And as you see them working their way through here, Aaron trying to get into the top 5. He'd have to get it by your points leader to do it. But he is all over the back bumper of Joseph Murata right now.
It seems like Joseph is very easy on the brakes coming in. He doesn't deliberately drive in deep and use the brakes very hard. Aaron, on the other hand, is quite the opposite. He's driving much deeper in the corner. So hopefully, that won't cause an issue.
Oh no, Murata just got the car sideways, handed it over to Aaron Hearn, and that's what me and you talked about. Just keeping the car on track. He made one mistake, and it was on the brakes that you were talking about, got the car sideways, and that let Aaron Hearn just squirt on through. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, guess what? That John Deere Toyota is lurking once again with 6 laps to go here. Under the Pirelli Bridge, it's going to be Dylan Gonez and Cameron Hearn, your top 2 here tonight. And here we go. Well, Ronald, we are basically down to the final 5 laps when they come back around. You think Cameron Hearn saved one last bullet in the gun here for this?
I think they are both driving those cars as about as hard as they can. You would really have to get to a almost a static position camera angle to see it, but if you look closely enough, you'll see both of those cars out of shape pretty consistently.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're just driving the far out of those race cars up top of the hill here as they continue to run. Man, these guys are on it here, coming down to the end of this one. Cameron Hearn's got to be sitting there thinking, what have I got to do to get by Gonez? Gonez sitting there thinking, what have I got to do to hold off Hearn? Same thoughts, which one is going to be able to pull it off?
I truly believe the worst enemy for Dylan Gonez would be himself. If he turns off the relative, doesn't worry about the guy behind him, and just drives, just purely focuses on the track in front of him, driving the car like he has been for the entire race, he'll make less mistakes and probably drive a cleaner line.
Yeah, and another trick that I've actually used here in the past couple of weeks has made me better at road course racing is I completely turned off the virtual mirror. The only thing I use is the in-car mirrors. And when you do that, you're not as tempted to look in your mirror at that point. And, and you know, you can kind of just focus on what you were doing and not what's behind you. Coming to 5 to go here out of the final corner. Down the front straightaway, we'll make the climb up the hill for Dylan Gonez and Cameron Hearn. 2-car race at the front of the pack. We got Frost back here with Daniel and Craig. We've only got 10 cars left running in this one, folks, at Coda tonight. And it's been Dylan Gonez and Cameron Hearn at the front of the field all night long. Gap now 0.7 of a second. And I think you're right, Ronald, as long as Mr. Gonez runs his line, as we've seen Cameron Hearn actually hop the turtle there, really pushing that race car. But as long as Gonez don't look behind him, watching his line, keeps the car under him, I think he's going to be on point here.
He's just shown speed, being out front. He's just shown that he has the speed, and he's made a couple mistakes, and I think that allows Hearn to get back to him. Cameron Hearn is a very capable driver, and I take nothing away from him, but if Cameron was that fast, he would be on Dylan's back bumper, just haunting him. So that's why I think that if Dylan just focuses and runs his race and doesn't worry about what's going on behind him, he probably would drive away from the 67.
Yeah, I think so too, coming to 4 laps to go this time by.
And that's taking nothing away from Cameron Hearn. He is driving that car for everything that it has.
Speaking of which, he's actually going to close in here. Let's see. He's going to try to cross over Kent. He gets there. It's almost like in the last portion of the track. He can kind of close in. But once they start back up the hill and go through the S's, Dylan Gonez gets back away from him. But folks, we're going to have 4 laps to go here this time by as we head back towards the start-finish once again. Can Cameron Hearn take advantage of this back portion of the racetrack to come up with something? Gonez, again, just widening the gap back out a bit. And it's exactly like you said, he gets close to Gonez, and then Gonez is able to start stretching it back out again.
Like there, Cameron had to get on the brakes really hard. He drove into the corner hard. I don't know if he kept because I don't have the interval up. He does seem to be a little bit closer, but Cameron's trying to make up the time
Oh,
braking.
Dylan Gonez makes a mistake. And Hearn going to take advantage. Gonez, they were coming up the top of the hill, Ronald, and Gonez overdrove the car, and it'll drop him to second.
Now you're going to see who's faster.
Back down through the S's, Gonez is still close enough to pounce. I cannot believe that Dylan Gonez made that mistake. We talked about it so much earlier, Ronald. We said he's just got to worry about what he's doing and not what Cameron Hearn is doing. And I think right there you've seen what happens when you start worrying about the car behind you.
It could be, or it could just honestly be an honest mistake. You just don't know.
Easy on the brakes here now. He's got to run now the pressure's on Hearn now, right? Now it's Hearn's turn to keep that car straight and pretty and no mistakes here. Man, we're coming to 3 to go, but that's still a long way here at COTA. It's not over yet, folks. And what has been a great, amazing race here tonight, we are far from over here tonight at COTA. Well, Ronald, here we go, buddy. Top 2 coming to 3 to go this time.
It'll be interesting to see in this next lap. I think it's going to take, it probably taken Dylan a little bit of time to try to get his width back underneath him. I see he's still making some small mistakes there in his line. I saw, but to me, I mean, looks like Cameron Hearn is going to be the car to beat now.
Yeah, it's almost like once you're out front and you get your rhythm down, makes it oh so hard for the guys behind you to do anything about it. As we run through the last 3 laps and what has been a duel here at COTA. And keep in mind, these guys have a 20-second lead over the rest of the field. Up the hill once again, Cameron Hearn hard on the brakes. And that was the part last time by where Dylan Gonez made that big boo-boo, is when they come up the hill there was hard on the brakes like that. It really cost them as we continue to work our way through back down the S's this time by. And right now that gap staying consistent, 1.3 now for Cameron Hearn out in the front. Yeah, I think you're right, Ronald. Once Cameron Hearn has gotten out front, he is definitely showing that he may be the car to beat here tonight.
Cameron's one of those guys that doesn't. He might look in his rearview mirror, but it doesn't affect him. And I don't know if something happened to Dylan's car. Now, Cameron just made a mistake there, so. I don't know if the car is different for Dylan, but he's not as fast as he was.
No, I wonder if he overheated those tires when he slid in there so hard and he's still trying to get the car under him. But he is running down the time to do that because we're coming to 2 laps to go here tonight. Should be this time by for Hearn and Gonez up front. So, yeah, Gonez running out of time. The only thing Hearn needs to do is get through here, keep it nice and smooth. You don't have to do anything fancy here. Just keep the car underneath of you for the next 3 laps. And you're going to walk away a winner here at COTA. So right now as we fight through 2 laps to go this time by when they get here to the stripe. The gap right now 1.5 between Mr. Hearn and Gonez. Down the front straightaway once again, and look at Cameron Hearn jumped inside up against the pit wall there, Ronald, to really cut the, I guess maybe try to break the draft there.
Yeah, because the draft in these cars is amazing. You know that. So he's trying to make sure that Dylan can't get any draft off of him.
Well, it seemed to work there as he fights his way through officially with 2 laps to go. Cameron Hearn in the John Deere number 67 machine here tonight at COTA. Finishing this one off if he can just hang on for just about a lap and a half here at Circuit of the Americas tonight. The LSRL Families Fighting a Flu Cup Series. Man, oh man, it's actually been a pretty fun race to watch, I've got to say.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see a closer battle, but Cameron Hearn had done checked out. I mean, when he got by Dylan, something changed between both of their cars.
Yeah, it's something in a major way, too. Because Cameron Hearn has just opened that gap up like a can opener and keeps peeling the top away. Now at 2.5 seconds on the board. .5 with 2 laps to go. Hearn going as your front 2.
That's amazing after how strong Dylan Gonis was earlier. Makes you wonder if Cameron Hearn was holding back. He had more left. It didn't look like it to me. It looked like Hearn was fighting for everything that he could get.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like to me. Dylan Gonez, Kevin Winter, Aaron Hearn. Your top 3 here tonight. So as we come down to 1 lap to go here at Circuit of the Americas, Ronald, this race between these two have been epic. But I gotta say, as they come on the front straightaway again, I agree with you. I think the knockout blow has kind of been given to Dylan here, as long as Cameron Hearn just takes his time here on the final lap and doesn't try anything crazy.
Yeah, I've seen Cameron race quite a bit in multiple leagues. He's a pretty cool customer. I'm not going to say that he won't make a mistake or that he does not make mistakes, but they're very far and few between. So if he made a mistake here, I'd be very shocked.
Right now, about a half a lap away from getting the checkered flag here at COTA. So a half a lap away from Cameron Hearn here tonight. Dylan Gonez there in second. Kevin Winter in the third right now. Cameron Hearn leads the way. Gap right now 2.1 seconds between Cameron Hearn, Dylan Gonez right at the moment. Alright, as they work their way through, well, Ronald, you said it. Once he got out front, it was a different car for Cameron Hearn. And he's just a few short corners away, and Gonez now desperate, sliding the car around back there trying to do something. Nothing he can really do at this point.
Nah, Cameron made a mistake entering that corner, and then Dylan ended up making a mistake right behind him.
Yeah, right now it's just keep the car smooth as you work your way through these final sets of corners. Coming back to the checkered flag for Cameron Hearn in that John Deere number 67 machine. Nice and easy does it. Ooh, he overdrove the corner there a bit, but I don't think it's going to matter. As he comes through, and nice and easy does it. Headed towards the front straightaway. There he is on the front straightaway right now, and Cameron Hearn is going to do it tonight at Circuit of the Americas. great battle to end that race. But once Cameron Hearn got out front of Dylan Gonez, it was ball game. Everybody coming to an end. Kevin Winter looks like Ronald. He's going to come on third. So good job there for Kevin Winter. Aaron Hearn on course for fourth here tonight. A good run for him also. And what's been a fun night at Coda comes to a close with Cameron Hearn and getting the win, and we'll get to talk to him here in a moment. Alrighty, folks, getting ready to grab our race winner, Mr. Hearn. Cameron Hearn, Matt, and Ronald up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, coming home with the win, man. Once you were able to get in front of Dylan, it seems like the tide kind of changed there. Your car was a lot better out front, and you made it work here at Circuit of the Americas. How much fun did you have tonight?
It was awesome. I tried to stay back a little bit at the end of that run, and then I couldn't catch Dylan. And I think one corner he kind of smoked his tires, and I think that was kind of the difference. He kind of messed up a little bit, I guess, with 5 to go, and smoked the tires, and I think that was a difference. And it was fun racing with him because we were faster in different parts of the tracks. I was fast through the S's, and he was fast coming out of the S's, coming to the long backstretch. So it was fun battling with him.
Well, you were able to come home with the win here tonight, man. How much momentum is it going to give you going into this off break?
No, it was fun. It's a different change of pace. I've never raced here, and I actually learned a lot from running behind Dylan. So racing with him, we race clean, race hard. Christmas coming up, New Year's, so looking forward to some off time, hanging out with the family. And as bad as 2020 has been for everybody, this is a good momentum going to 2021.
Amen. I don't know about you. I'm ready to put 2020 behind us.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I am ready for 2021, and to be able to tell my kids how bad this year was.
Yeah, man. Well, man, congratulations on the win. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, you guys for the broadcast. My mom and dad for watching. My wife watching. Dylan, hell of a race. Congratulate. He won earlier this week. So shout out to him. This league, a lot of fast guys out here, a lot of clean guys, and I think we put on a pretty good show considering how big this track was. I think there's battles, throughout different parts of the field, which is good to see, and just excited for everybody, and looking forward to having everybody back next year.
And man. Well, we'll see you here back in 2 weeks, brother. Congratulations on the win here tonight.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good Christmas, good New Year's.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's get Mr. Dylan Gonez up here. Coming up one short here tonight. Dylan Gonez, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you there, buddy.
There you go. What's going on?
Well, buddy, you come up one short, got the win on Wednesday. Just about doubled it here at Coda, coming in P2 tonight. You made that one mistake, locked the brakes up, locked the tires up, and after that, Cameron was able to get around you and kind of pull away.
Yeah, you betcha. That was that battle I wanted on Wednesday, so you got to be careful what you wish for. I'm like sweating back here. You kept me honest the whole dang race.
Well, man, y'all put on a show that was for sure. And a good race here for Coda, I think.
Yeah, it was good. When I made that mistake, I was just like, well, hopefully I saved enough rubber to catch him back up, but he's just started pulling away, and I was like, well, that's her.
Alrighty, man. We did a great job. Congrats on your win on Wednesday, by the way. And, what are you thinking going into the all break now?
the break now. I basically got to practice up on left turn racing. I know I'm decent enough at road courses. It's the oval aspect of stuff I really got to work on.
And for buddy. Well, again, P2 here tonight. Congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank before I let you go, Dylan?
Yeah, for sure. You guys again, for sure. You guys always do a great job. And iRacing Designs designed this awesome Lamb of God car. I get compliments on it everywhere I go to. You can also hit up them for iRacing Designs. If he'll do anything, he's done V8 supercars for me and everything. So it's awesome. And the league admins for all their hard work, for sure.
And for man, well, again, congratulations. Great run here tonight. Coming home P2, Dylan Gonez.
Thank you.
All right, let's get Mr. Kevin Winter up here. Hey, Kevin, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Man, pretty silent race for you, just riding around in the top 3 here tonight.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. The 6'7", 27, Dilly and Cameron, those guys, they definitely got this track figured out. It's pretty much our first time on track with the Cup car here, period. I had to buy the track. And it's just, this track specifically just really wasn't in my wheelhouse. We had a hard time just keeping the car steady, consistent, turning to the corners, and we just didn't have the speed. After the first caution, we felt like we were able to pace with them a little bit longer, but then after a few laps, they just took off.
Well, man, you did a great job getting the top 3. Great points day going into the off break here. So congratulations on that, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Alrighty, man. Anybody like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Joseph Murata there for everything he does, putting this league together week in, week out, showing up every race, and all the time he put into it, and you guys up in the booth. Appreciate your broadcasting, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, and for man, well, congratulations coming home P3 here.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, Ronald. Well, thank you for coming up and helping me out tonight, buddy.
Oh, not a problem. It was entertaining.
And for man, it was. Well, folks, we'll be back here in 2 weeks with more LSRL Families Fight Flu Cup Series. Until then, everyone stay safe. Enjoy the New Year's and Christmas, and we will see you here in the next one. Until then, y'all be good. We'll see you then.